Town?
Wasagaming. And it's August the 23rd at 5 p.m. We're on our way to a corn roast.
And the Meldrum shop is on Wasagaming Drive?
Now, we're getting to the business district.
And at 52.5 degrees, it's a little chilly for a corn roast.
A little wet.
Just opposite Meldrum's gift shop. Meldrum's brought this store 25 years ago. Enjoying the windy weather?
Take a picture of the flowers because you're going to be eating flowers instead of tomatoes.
When did you plant them, Gordon?
Hey, a month late.
You didn't say when.
When did I plant them, Gladys?
Well, it froze the 1st of July, so it's up to July.
You're going to have Christmas tomatoes.
Yeah.
Window, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's a little bit smaller than I am there.
No. Okay.
It's going to be a sunny day, but a little bit foggy.
You don't want to go in anymore?
No.
Good. In this fog, I don't think.
Just taking the sights to show how nice long they are. Pronounce it.
Wasagaming.
And we're going to hook a left for Brandon, right?
Brandon, yeah.
It'll be beautiful once the fog clears. Naming the Assiniboine. Gap Marina. And most other places Gap was 52.9 and 53. We are about half a mile from our trailer park and waiting for the Forlongs to pick us up.
Is the key on?
Again, my thing is cooking after I take
The plant in the production part of it. It's a very small operation, you know, but it's big enough to support us, our three families, so that's good.
You're American now?
Yeah.
Gail too?
Yeah, well, Gail always was.
That's right.
Gail was, when I married Gail, he was a American citizen with a birth certificate, you know, because he was born in Winnipeg, but both parents were U.S. citizens, and they just kept their work with picking up the odd little job, and his interest has been in the direction of short term. I mean, in a couple of years from now.
By that time the economy
Maybe that's what he's working for, but he's been doing something. Whereas,
What about Bill?
well, he's very comfortable now, I'd say, with his sheriff.
Yeah, that's what he was the last time I saw him.
Families that come up, still like coming up. It's too bad that we didn't, but at that time we were kids, I guess we were teenagers almost, and I remember did that, and who thinks at that age of grandchildren? Well, you just don't.
We got
Coming up, so.
Oh, is that the flying machine?
My flying machine.
Most anybody could see you.
Yeah. Well, and we can drop in on them if we haven't heard from them. Yeah. Good idea.
This is sure looking good, doesn't it?
Well, over the years, you sort of keep at it and pucker, and that's the fun of it.
Well, yeah. But you've got... That's what that was up for. You didn't put it half mast, 15 feet? Big flag. Union Jack from the old world. Union Jack.
How about the Stars and Stripes, Duncan?
No, I don't do that.
Just at home.
No, I don't have a flag.
But that's...
From Bakers.
Yeah, well, everybody gets blamed for it. I think it looks like the sea in our towel. But that's all right.
What would every,
Yes? Yes?
what would everybody like to drink?
We like tea.
Do you want a beer or anything?
Well,
And a pair of ice skates, you know?
I'm going to crank up my flying machine if you'd like to come and fly.
I'll go do dishes.
Okay, and lock the door.
Gail, there aren't many dishes. You better come to watch.
No, I'm going to go do dishes.
There are no dishes.
Well, I'm going to unload the dishwasher.
You're going to go do something else.
I'm going to watch them.
That's like I was with our boys skydiving. We got so we couldn't go.
Okay.
Are the stores open downtown today?
It's Sunday.
I know.
Well, this is Kenora.
Does that mean the stores aren't open?
That means the stores aren't open.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about safe.
None of the shopping malls? They wouldn't be open today.
Well,
No,
in
no.
Saskatoon, they're open.
Well,
Well,
that's
that's modern.
Saskatoon.
They're arguing about selling you beer.
You want me to push it out to you?
Yeah. One day we almost lost it.
Again.
Keep out of the.
Lost what, the plane or Duncan?
While Duncan was gonna go out and I was standing here, the water was freezing cold. Even cold. Gonna go like this.
Oh, goodness.
So I ran out to here, and by then it was right up the tail, was right in the water. Duncan was holding the wing. We couldn't get enough leverage, so then I had to just jump in.
Right.
You're not supposed to say that. You're on.
Girlfriend in his lap.
Can I, is it the same flying as an airplane?
No. it's a
You
little
got,
different.
you got no pedals.
No pedals. I took the pedals off. They were bothered.
A nuisance.
Notice our log is floating out there.
Uh-oh.
But
Now, water's up.
boys, they started picking on us. They'd really make it.
Duncan, we just don't want you showing off to scare Gail. Looks like fun, but I'm not surprised that Gail hides in the kitchen. He didn't do anything. Gail, he didn't do anything dangerous. He wanted to get that sailboat in the picture. When do you come out to the lake, Helen?
Cover it, do you?
You should take it, oh, I know, you can take a picture that way at the boathouse to show someone that that's what Fred drove out of.
Bill? And what did Fred do?
That's the window I just put.
You didn't even know how deep the water was. And there's Helen and Alf going out for tea, Fred.
By a fiddle.
You don't know any clean stories.
Well, gang.
Oh, Shirley's still taking...
Bob F. Yeah, nice.
Hello.
Oh, you got your...
I can't get it open. I couldn't take Shirley's picture. Oh, no wonder I couldn't. Thank you, dear.
It's different. It's slightly
No wonder I put mine open.
Everybody points cameras.
I knew you'd come out sooner or later, Bill.
What are they? They're hooked Probably maybe they're going down.
They are.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Wouldn't cut them, did you?
Just went to catch them just like that. Zap.
I hope that doesn't
Ready?
spill in Duncan's nice clean boat.
Fresh from the water.
Top boat.
They're fish. They're real fish.
Super.
No.
Good
What do you
size
think
fish.
they were?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're...
Thank you very much. Yeah, we got...
Little kids, so they
Yeah,
don't
what
get
I did, I
spinners
just
in
went
their
around
bum.
the other. The
But I
shore
think
way.
throughout
Peace in the sun. All I've got is you and the flying
That's the
machine.
best
Yeah.
way to...
Looks good, doesn't it?
There.
Ironwood? That was nice of Bill.
Bessemer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're down at Thompson right now. And we're going over here to Mackinac.
straight to Mackinac,
right?
to Mackinac City.
And then down to Flint and to
Sarnia's at the bottom of the lake.
Sarnia, yeah.
Isn't Sarnia up there at the bottom of the lake? Up higher.
Well,
Port Huron, Michigan.
and then to Toronto.
Everybody's
going to watch that and see, aha, they were lost. Because it was there.
Lake Michigan and a beautiful day, about 78 degrees. Mackinac Bridge. What is it, $3.50?
Hi, $3.50. Look at her taking pictures.
Yeah, taking your picture. You'll be on television.
Oh, for what?
See ya.
God, it's such a lazy day. The bridge from Port Huron, Michigan to Sarnia, Ontario. Okay.
28th day of August, 1985. Wednesday.
I'm the mayor of Hamtramck, and I'd like to personally invite
Grass as you go by.
Might get pinched. Downtown Toronto. Toronto.
Motor on this mirror doesn't work on the in and out. It just works up and down. It doesn't seem to pull it in. Oh, no, I'll do it manually. Yeah.
Here,
I don't know how much pounds.
there's an electric motor that does the tilt and in and out, and the up and down works, but the in and out electric motor doesn't work.
And that's 1978, is it?
Yeah,
I thought they were
I like this little one.
all the manual, all the stuff. You can't do it right. Can't take it.
78 Ford.
The new ones, they put. That's going to be changed. Mine's already in.
Front entrance to RB and Jack's condominium. Hello, Brenda. Hi, Robin.
Robin.
Say hi to Great Uncle Fritz and Shirley, because they're taking your picture.
You're going to be on television, Robin.
Uh-huh.
Get Bob. In the street.
Not me.
Good morning, Bob.
Get Chris. Get Chris and John.
Where's Chris?
Right there, coming out the front door.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
Real good.
How are you, sweetheart? Oh, feel like a tiger.
Real good. We're getting everybody on candid camera. Main Street in Rockton. That's the coconut at the top of the hill? Oh, there's got the bottom, I think.
The mansion waiting for us.
What have you got there, John?
Just food pellets. Boy, there's some dandies in here. Isn't that water lovely and clear?
Beautiful.
Oh, there's a couple of real pits there. Oh, there's a fish on there. That was tough.
He's going over to shoot some whales. The noise and a driven comes. Oh, it's a big deal that's set up with the guys on it. I couldn't do it this year. And then his wife's got a place to stay. And they're going over there. They take it to the dub. You get a fly to the hall?
Yeah, a lot of different ways of making a living.
When does your term as president start, John?
Next April.
Oh, that'll keep you busy.
Yeah?
This is the easiest one. I have a rule that just one fish a day out of here. Otherwise, it's too damn easy. Oftentimes, you're talking to line hanging in the water and fish come up the table.
So the first day of no smoking, Bob.
That's right.
If you just say when
Right.
you're showing these back,
Fingers in
just
that
say,
shape.
That which, Brenda?
if he looks nervous, it's
And he didn't have to.
This place is called... Dakota, let's call it the Towering Mountain. Get the side. I want you to saw it. Get it together. You know what you're going to need it now. Turned up the other piece. Up again. No, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
But the word trout, of course, is attracting people. But you'll notice the seams on it.
Oh, we'll stop and
It's a
get a
good
picture of the
history.
list, yeah? Oh.
This is the well-known club, though, Freddie. Anyone who, has been down here.
Well, I think they thought it sounded too exclusive with the trout.
I got it. Sure. May I get you something?
I'll have to think about that, Bob.
Okay.
They got along very well. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
So 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
What a feel some Siesta Key sand. It could be all gone by now. I really want a little Siesta Key
Down there, isn't that funny?
Yeah, I guess you don't know it.
You're all gone, or
like coffee or tea or iced tea.
It looks nice. All over the place. Where do you hide my lighter?
Jack, you're going to have to quit smoking. Can't find those lighters and matches.
Never. I'm going to quit smoking.
You don't think so, eh?
That's
That's for the son-in-laws.
Without them. But you won't believe what she can do
Here
now.
she goes. I'm going to see you, Robin.
Oh boy! Yay, Robin! She never did that before we went to Florida.
That's excellent.
Tell me how much spray goes.
Okay.
Spray?
Hair's all wet.
Was there a big spray?
Yeah, big enough.
Big splash.
How is it, Robin?
Christopher.
How was I?
Andrew.
This is Matthew, isn't it?
That's Andrew.
Andrew, okay.
That's Matthew.
Matthew coming up.
Fred should come down here and drink it down here. It's so much cooler.
Okay, Jason. You're on candid camera.
You have to cut it on, Andy.
Learn to swim in Florida?
We need the camera over here.
Here we come. Here we come.
Woo! Okay, hang on.
Matthew won.
Let me stand your shoulders. Go in there. And then come up.
And I'll get on Matthew's shoulders.
Oh, Jason, off.
On my slides at all times. Look out, Matt. Okay.
We're in Niagara, Ontario, and that's Niagara, New York across the way. 2nd of August, 1985. September.
How long has that barge been there, friend?
I would think it's been there for 40 years.
And where do those trams go?
Up to the top of the hill, where the stores are. Restaurant, and to get to the tower here.
And that's 1985. 100 years old. Skyline. Ron? Hi?
Everything's right down by the pool.
Monument. Queenston. Is it? And what's the name of the street?
Jardine.
Okay, I'll write it in my address book.
7260 Jardine.
Durdine.
Jardine. Good to see you now that we found out where you are. We'll be back to see you again.
You're still the same address and
Yep.
everything?
Yep.
This boat there, we're still fishing out there. The salmon are starting to school out there now, getting into this pond.
Fred?
Pardon?
I'm taking a picture.
I was up there and drove one of those trucks away.
You look better than usual, but your language is the same.
All the windows.
Gene. You could give me a smile, Ron.
I was out there for that one trip in '73.
Oh, you and Dad? Oh.
Lloyd and Sue loaded the truck.
School yesterday? Okay.
4th of September. Near the Quebec border.
Yeah. Rather permanent campground. And obviously close to the railway track. We're very close to Bay d'Urf, where Milo and Doug Craig live. We went right through down downtown Montreal. Is that the Jack Cartier Bridge?
I don't know.
Now we're following along the St. Lawrence River going northeast.
5th of August, September.
Downtown Montreal with Mount Royal in the background. The site of Expo 67.
Boy, that's nearly 20 years ago. Expo was 18 years ago, and Frank and Gail met us here.
Is that a roller coaster? Bridge.
No, bridge.
It's the Jack Cartier Bridge and Laurent, a part of Expo. New Brunswick, here we come. Feels like going out of a foreign country, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we left the St. John River at Grand Falls.
Yeah.
We're going across the province to the east coast to Chatham and Newcastle.
We're coming to the fork that cuts to the right to Renew.
And 80 miles through forest country that's uninhabited. Brunswick is 28,000 square miles and 85% of it is forest area.
35% of the people in New Brunswick are Francophone. The population of New Brunswick is 696,401 people.
What have been the last count was?
It's 12 noon, the 6th day of September, 1985. Crossing the Miramichi River, going to Chatham.
Did you fish on this river with Bud Bird
Yep. This is the river that we fished on.
before you went to Fredericton?
That's right. Picked up some lobsters and flew home. Got Gladys and Iva for lobsters.
Good road.
30 kilometers to Point Sept.
Go in a cool restaurant, but it's closed. Lobster fishing boats. Campfires allowed on the beach. Just changing shifts. That looks like one of the 2-pounders. Hold him up against the trailer here. Oh, that's good. What, didn't he put things in his claws?
Mm-hmm.
Yummy, yummy. Shake off.
Okay.
Does he hear the hot water coming, or see it, or feel it?
I don't know. I didn't ask
And you're afraid because the pan's too small.
him. Yeah.
Hot? How about the other side? Do you think he'll taste as good as the other two?
Yeah. Hot.
That's good. That's the way you want them. Hot butter and lemon. There isn't a single car on that street. There are 325 lots. Canteen. Telephones in the
Lot of no vandalism. No. Well, we got a back. No problem for that.
nice quiet.
Traffic slower,
They had a
lot cheaper.
hurricane down there.
While it's more up north.
No, they had it down there too.
Well,
Pete?
I called up the park, the KOA park where my trailer is. He said they had wind, but it hit in Mississippi,
Yeah, over
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
That's quite a way from there, about 700
So there was no
miles.
wind damage where you were?
No, because I got an awning, and I asked her about my awning. She said the awning is 100%. But St. Petersburg, the tide came up. They had about 11 feet height, tide, but they didn't have that big hurricane. Hurricane hit in Louisiana and
They vacated.
the Gulf.
Some of the trailers have even got their wheels off.
Really?
That's why it's long.
You can stay here for $450 a year.
It's cheap storage for your trailer, isn't it? Without using it for the summer months.
Yeah, and there's lots of people that from Texas and so on that come up here for the summer months and go down south for the winter and just leave their trailers here. There's a beach down 5 minutes walk from here they spent $6 million on.
There are some choice lots on that canal, which goes out to Shediac Bay, I guess.
West Dunsmore.
I wonder if Blair has relatives in New Brunswick. I guess there's just one main street to Shediac.
Got it? That,
Have you noticed that almost all the houses are white with black roofs? Homes too, aren't they?
yeah, they're 2 stories. You should get a picture of that lobster all you can eat. It's funny, I thought the houses were all funny colors the last time we were here.
That's in Acadia,
I was in Shediac, I thought.
Nova Scotia. Oh, you told me that you thought it was, but even in the country, do you remember?
Yeah.
Up by Grand Falls?
Clams, lobsters.
Shediac Marina.
I think we'll be able to get oysters over at P.E.I. because that Malapec Bay is there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Think you'd like to give it a try?
No, next
Enjoyed what you had?
Yeah.
And then the place next door, is that nice restaurant? What's that called?
That's called the Fisherman's Paradise.
Outdoor theater and a water slide. Pretty up to date. This is the public beach that they spent several $1 million on. 6 to 8 million. $500 yards from our camp.
There's a Grand Hotel.
Rather ocean surf.
$5.50.
Yeah, that's $1.90. 2:45, so we have an hour and 15-minute wait, he said?
That boat's not as big as the one in Victoria.
This one isn't as big as the first one that was in, is it?
I
I think the other one was bigger. So they must have two running. Across the P.E.I. Like Summerside, about 5 miles away. From Summerside, P.E.I.
Docks and ports.
Is this Port Tourmaline? That's your old film on that. Trailer. Oh, right. Sandy beaches or rocky cliffs. Yeah, here we come. It is like a roller coaster. This is the road we were traveling along when we finally found the turtles. Fred said, go and ask that old man riding the lawnmower. Living room, kitchen, and a bedroom and the lobster pot that we put to good use last night with 2-pounders. How many acres do you have?
6.5. Way back.
That'll take place of your scotch.
got a book, I bought a book the other day, because it's so much. Well, they're all so I said to Phoebe, I said, you eat them, I'm going to wait for 24 hours. They're still alive, then I'll eat some.
I'm with you. So what do they call the ones that give you a high, Bob?
Magic.
Oh, right.
Magic
We
mushrooms.
had- They grew all...
I said, no, you're not. Get out. And I'm sure that's what she was picking.
Well, I guess they...
No.
When the snow comes, you'll have snow here all winter.
Oh, you bet we will.
Well, it's got
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What number? What number is this cabin?
1.
And yours is number 6?
Yeah.
How many bedrooms in this one?
4.
But this is a 4-bedroom one.
Yeah.
Pretty cozy, isn't it, Fred?
Sure it is. I've never seen anything like this before.
Come and go more?
Yeah, but you can get people to just clean up the bedrooms, eh?
Okay.
And
Mhm.
you here.
How are you doing, Fred?
I got you. And where do they put the herring? In the traps?
Yeah, that's what takes them in
No, not the herring, the lobster. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll show you how. We have one at home there,
Okay.
and I'll show you how.
Right by the garbage pail. I like that outfit, Bob. I don't think you should change.
You guys want to have a Coke? Would you like a Coke?
I'd love a Coke, thank you.
Okay. Here, Mom. I need some change.
You'd like a Coke? I am going to change.
I bet you know.
In fact, I'll just open the machine and get you some Coke.
A sip of yours.
Okay.
Get 2, and Maxine and I'll share.
Yeah, that's there.
Or do you want something besides the Coke?
No. That's nice over there.
It's really pretty here.
Just start with it.
You fish yet?
Yeah, and that's big. Any kind of fishing. Some of them in the first week made $30,000.
In a week?
In a week. Yes, they did. Yeah.
Okay.
First catch, some of them had 5,000 pounds one day.
Really?
An average of $2 a pound. It's not hard to figure that out in one day.
Not a bad go. Where do they get $2 a pound? Oh, and then the retailer
Yeah.
gets the other.
Yeah. Like I think they're getting something like $1.85 or $1.80 and $2.50 or something like that. So, you know, that's just averaging it too. It probably average is probably higher than that.
Right.
And you're allowed to put out 200 traps?
250 is what they put out over there. On this side here, we fish 300.
And how many lobster can you get in a trap?
Oh, depending on the size of the trap. We don't.
Or the size of the lobster too, I suppose.
Size of the lobster, yeah. Oh, if you were getting real big fishing, real big fishing here, if you were getting 6 or 7 pounds to the trap, we'd consider it big fishing, you know. But over there on the south side, they were getting 20, 25 pounds to the trap.
I
No
read that in the
kidding.
paper, yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know you ever got that many for
Yeah.
the trap.
Well, the
Ever.
darn thing must be absolutely full, eh?
Yeah. But they fish big traps too. Most
Yeah.
of them fish those big square traps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a different.
To take, wouldn't it?
I'm in the wrong business. I think I'll change the.
Anyway, you really are getting the honest story here because we always laugh when
For lobster?
about the fishermen
Anywhere
and the tourist
from
people.
50
Nobody ever
feet
has
to
good
about
fish.
3 miles
No, it's
offshore.
like the Western
I know,
farmer.
really tough.
Really.
This
never-
year
never
was
really
not
did.
as good as last year.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Who you're
or else
talking
the
to.
price is
Gully,
down.
When
you
you
know.
talk for each other.
Did you put herring in the trap and that's it?
Yeah, herring or mackerel or flounder. Just whatever bait you can find. Whatever you can get.
How long do you leave them down before you go looking at them?
Overnight. Every day. All of
Every day? That keep you going?
Yeah. Oh, you can haul them. You can haul 500 traps in 3 hours. Or 300 traps in 5 hours.
With a winch?
Yeah.
A power winch?
Yeah, just a winch. Just two people per boat. That's if you're not moving gear. Like if we have to move gear, shift it from, you know, point A to point B, so to speak, and it takes longer. You're talking maybe 7 hours.
What do you use for buoys?
Styrofoam buoys.
Oh,
Yeah. Just those little.
one for each trap?
No, we run anywhere from 6 to 12 traps in a line.
Oh,
But on the south side, they mostly fish singles. Singles, maybe twos.
All those lobster in them, I wouldn't want to haul more than 2 or 3 at a time.
No.
Just don't bother selling to the public. Just so it's most, say 50% of the
This is Delvey House, which was a guest house for the President's Standard Oil from the United States. Now a guest hotel in conjunction with Prince Edward National Island Lake, or freshwater lake.
Dickson running.
Yep.
The west end of the island is known as Prince County, and the scenic tour is called the Lady Slipper. It's off Lennox Island where you can buy oysters. The Burley brothers. From Florida, just leaving, they found where they can get them in a restaurant. Burley Brothers establishment. I don't know how well he likes them. If we could order them after we get...
Roger's Burley.
Yeah.
That's the owner.
Okay, and where do I go? Which phone number do I get?
Well,
Oh, that's
this
right
is their
there.
business here. This is the residence. They're never at this one. Here's his name up here.
Okay, okay.
And this is here is our business.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very
So
much.
anytime you want to know anything about it, you just phone and ask for him.
Well,
I'll give you all the what you call some. Come on, man.
1.5 packs full of 125 oysters for $26. 4.5 packs cost $74. And they're about 450 oysters.
also get a 1.5 pack for 26.
That's what I said.
And a
Fred? I wish that the camera would record odor. Did you see the big refrigeration truck outside? Malpeque Bay. Lennox Island in the background.
I'm concerned that drive was worth it. We've got to the source of the Malpeque oysters.
After trying 3 other places.
That's right, and I've got a card here that tells me all about how to get them.
And we didn't buy any Indian handicrafts on Lennox Island.
Nope. That was worth it, Mother dear.
So shall we go to the ferry and have them when we get home?
No, I'm going to go and have some down at the Tyne Valley restaurant where they are.
Where's that, in Bidford?
Just down the road here, in a yellow house.
Good. Okay, away we go.
Okay.
They sent us here with the American company couple for fresh oysters, and we can't find anybody home. See what happens. Fred got 36 oysters for $7.50. 20 cents a piece, which isn't bad. Goodbye, P.E.I. When do you think you'll be back?
I don't know.
Do you think those look better than the ones you had at lunch on the island today?
They're beautiful.
How
Should
many
have
have you
bought
got
more.
there? 8 or 10?
They cost 20 cents a piece. Right there, he's not back. These cars are all, they're all in neutral.
Backing up the hill.
Yeah.
I wonder if that man felt like he was walking up a hill or down a hill.
No, what you gotta do is...
What do you feel like you're doing?
Well, no, I'm going down the hill now, but I haven't started yet. What you gotta do is get out down here and watch me.
Well, I know, but...
You...
You have to be pretty good at steering to come up this hill. Fred's going so fast up the hill in neutral that he has to apply the brakes. Still in neutral. Entering Nova Scotia Wednesday, the 11th. Cloudy and cool, 10 degrees, but it's supposed to warm up.
This is Cap de Bert, where Frank came for embarkation from Halifax to go overseas in 1942. This was a mustering place for the Canadian Army, de Bert and Truro.
This was when he went overseas the first time?
Both times.
Really?
It's watching you.
Do you hear the gunfire in the distance? Fred?
Probably a range.
I think Wilma and wives must have stayed in Truro just to be close by.
They have officers' quarters there.
Yeah, but those new married quarters are new. You know, they're quite new buildings, aren't they? Nice spot for lunch on a little river. I wonder what river it was. Salt Spring River.
Yep.
Just approaching New Glasgow on the North Shore.
$2.20, sir.
$2.20.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Opened in 1955.
This causeway joins Nova Scotia to Cape Breton Island. It was filled with millions of tons of landfill.
And it's the deepest causeway in North America?
Yep. Today is the 11th of September, 1985. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Where do we go? I don't want to find that scale.
And we've gone 350 kilometers since we came across the New Brunswick-Nova Scotia border this morning. Because all that fill was rocks.
Yeah, they took it off that mountain right over there.
So they did. It was handy anyway.
Welcome to Cape Breton.
This bridge is the lock.
Yep, that's where they take the ships through.
They use 10 million tons of rock as fill from this Porcupine Mountain. The causeway is 217 feet deep, which makes it the deepest in the world.
There's the KOA coming up just south of Baddock. At the beginning of the Cabot Trail. Baddock is the Baddock River.
It's been a dreary, dull day. And raining, but looks like the weather is about to change. Not in Airstream.
Well, I see the great mountain that climb from the coastline, the hills of Cape Breton, this new home of mine. Welcome to Cape Breton Highlands National Park. For the next 105 kilometers, you will get to know one member of a family of national parks that stretches across Canada. Why is this a national park? Because the Highlands are unique. A spectacular coastline encircles a high plateau, home to an interesting combination of plants and animals. National Park status helps to ensure that the land will remain in its original condition. No mining, no logging, and no hunting. This is one of 29 national parks dedicated to present and future generations for their benefit, their education, and their enjoyment.
North?
As we drive from here to Ingonish Beach, we'll explore rich hardwood valleys, Arctic-like barrens, and some of the finest coastal scenery found anywhere. Passing through surrounding communities, we'll look at life in northern Cape Breton and discover how this highway, the Cabot Trail, came about.
You'd have to be in good shape to want to go hiking or bicycling here, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Coastline encircles a high plateau, home to an interesting combination of plants and animals.
National Park status helps to ensure that the land will remain in its original condition. No mining, no logging, and no hunting. This is one of 29 national parks dedicated to present and future generations for their benefit, their education, and their enjoyment. As we drive from here to Ingonish Beach, we'll explore rich hardwood valleys, Arctic-like barrens, and some of the finest coastal scenery found anywhere. Passing through surrounding communities, we'll look at life in northern Cape Breton and discover how this highway, the Cabot Trail, came about. We begin at the western edge of the park, which borders the Gulf of St. Lawrence. This is a rugged coastline with few harbors or beaches. Mountains dip sharply to the sea, with cliffs up to 300 meters high. Waves constantly pound these cliffs, eroding the softer material. The more resistant rocks remain, forming headlands and isolated sea stacks. A massive granite cliff called Grand Falaise, meaning big cliff, dominates the valley. It exposes rocks believed to be 600 million years old. Pieces continually break away from the cliff, forming a cone-shaped pile at the base. It's usually windy here. The worst winds are from the land. Local conditions are such that the strongest winds blow down the mountain. This warm wind, called the Sept, can gust up to 100 kilometers an hour. The northwest wind is a cold wind that swells the sea. In winter, it often brings in ice flows, and at times the Gulf is covered as far as the eye can see. Seals come with the ice and can be spotted occasionally then. This coastline was first colonized by French Acadians about 200 years ago. Today, their descendants live in Shediac and fish the Gulf for lobster, crab, and codfish. Perhaps you can see their boats offshore. Wasn't easy. The relief map of Nova Scotia for 1935 warned tourists. Extreme care must be taken between Cap Rouge and Pleasant Bay. In our opinion, inexperienced or timid drivers should not take this drive, and under no circumstances should the drive be taken unless your brakes are working well. Johnny Roach, one of our first park wardens, recalls, "I remember being summoned to the aid of drivers who froze at the wheel while trying to negotiate the road over the mountains. In these cases, the nervous driver would slide into a passenger seat while I guided the car safely down the hill. Another time, I saw two men and women going up the mountain, one woman running ahead of the car to spot the curves, the two men running behind the car carrying big rocks to block the car in case it stalled. Some drivers would drag a spruce tree behind their car to slow it down. But don't worry, the road is better today." Please turn off the tape, referred to as the Bourne Back. The Fishing Cove Valley on your left is V-shaped, narrow, and steep. And on clear days, the Magdalen Islands, 65 kilometers offshore, are visible on the horizon. Below lies Fishing Cove, once a thriving farming and fishing community. At the top of Mackenzie Mountain, named after a Nova Scotian surveyor. As mentioned earlier, land transportation came slowly to Cape Breton, and this mountain is a good reason why road building was a slow process. Hairpin turns, steep grades, and precarious overhangs were the words used in the early days to describe this mountain road. Whether you carry a camera or not, be prepared, for the most picturesque section of the Cabot Trail lies ahead. The road snakes down Mackenzie Mountain, offering a spectacular view of the Gulf of St. Lawrence and Pleasant Bay. The Mackenzie Valley was formed 300 million
Long way down, too, isn't it?
Pretty. I don't think we needed the trailer up here.
No. That was nice of Bruce Anderson to give us that advice.
I wish I'd packed a lunch though. We just haven't seen too many restaurants, have we?
Oh, we'll find one.
Could have had a nice ham sandwich. Right there we could. What is Northumberland Strait? I don't see this for long before we head inland. We must be going the 1,400 feet from the top of that mountain to sea level.
Oh, we're sure coming down.
What was the name of that mountain?
North Mountain.
Well, we're getting up to the tip of the
It was 445 meters. and a closed sign in the window. What? They're closed between 1 and 2.
For lunch.
For lunch. This is Wreck Cove General Store. It's a lobster pond.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to get some lobsters if we can. Wait till 2.
Okay.
It's only 5 minutes.
You'd wait an hour. You haven't had lobster for
2 days.
But then you had it 4 days out of 5.
That's right.
We're going to take a ferry across St. Anne Bay to the island of Ulladerry. Maybe it's a good thing we don't have the trailer day. This ferry might not hold it. Are there many people behind us? We made it. Maybe not. Don't forget to stop and pay Bruce now.
No.
You're 11:25.
Twice.
The view from our kitchen window. St. Anne's Harbour. Friday, September the 13th. And that's the ferry across to Englishtown on the Cabot Trail. Ferry we took when we came back yesterday. Broad Door Bay. Goes into Broad Door Lake, which is at Badek. Very pretty. Boats could go into that bridge.
Sandblasted.
Steel capital of Eastern Canada. It's Sydney Harbour, and we had lunch at Jasper's Family Restaurant.
This is atomic energy.
Of Canada.
Way to plant.
Sure is.
The wheel on the camera that you gotta play with, you know. It's flashing its light. This is the second oldest lighthouse in North America.
Lots of rocks out there in the harbour, aren't there? Louisburg Harbour.
Landed, defeated the French in the Battle of Louisburg.
1745?
But then it was, later he went on to the Plains of Abraham in Quebec and was killed.
In 1747. And that's the Fortress of Louisburg. National Park. It's Saturday, September the 14th, and we're starting our journey home. Another beautiful day. Temperature is about 20 degrees. But Regina was the warmest place in Canada yesterday. St. John, which is the oldest city in Canada and the capital of New Brunswick.
Tell me, is the ferry working down here?
No, sir. The ferries are all closed for the year.
How do I get off the island? The same way I got on?
Yes, sir.
So
Beautiful campground down there.
I know, but
It's only a mile. You can drive down, make a circle, and come back.
Okay.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But
No, that's good.
While you're here anyway, it's a beautiful spot. You can look across the Campobello and Eastport where you can't get.
Oh, unless I can swim.
We have got a trip to make over there tomorrow, but I wouldn't encourage you. I think our beach is pretty gravelly over there. We've been down now 2 weeks. I run the boat.
Oh, I see.
And I wouldn't encourage you to wait.
Oh. So we got to go all the way back to where we came from. Oh.
You didn't see the sign that said
Yeah,
ferries
it
were
wasn't
closed?
much. It wasn't much of a ferry.
We were in the lineup, and it wasn't a very clear sign to read either.
No.
Just
But it is there, and you did see it.
Yeah, we saw it.
And it said it wasn't running.
That's right,
You came
today.
over anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we found out what we came to find anyway.
Well, You got a pretty spot to look around.
Okay, thank you.
I got some cement to run.
Okay.
Looking out to Cabot and Eastport in Maine. You could get around here in low tide, but I don't think you'd want to take your trailer around there right now.
Hi.
Where do you live?
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Well, Canadian citizens?
Yes.
What do you have that thing on?
Pardon?
Huh?
Pardon?
Do you have that thing on?
I hope not. No?
Nope.
That light thing was taking it.
No.
Pretty sure they'd give us a bad time, wouldn't you? Our lemon citrus fruit.
Yeah.
What are root crops?
Potatoes.
How about Gene's plant?
That's, I don't know what you call that.
Root plants, didn't he say?
Yeah.
My picture?
That thing on?
In 1604, the intrepid Samuel de Champlain became the first Frenchman to sail into the bay in front of you. He named this island Mount Desert for the landmark bare-topped mountains. Later, other Frenchmen rendezvoused here with Indians who canoed down the rivers to trade. From 1613 to 1760, the French battled the English for possession of North America. French frigates hid amongst Englishmen, men of war in Frenchman's Bay, using the spruce-studded Porcupine Islands as screens.
And it's part of the Acadia National Park. It is a real island. You can see sea all around. We're looking down to the town of Bar Harbor, Maine. And that's Fisherman's Bay, where the boats are docked. Tide is in at our campground. No pets.
Pardon?
How many are you going to have?
Just one. Good sized one, though.
You don't mind having your picture taken?
No.
Smells good. That's the trouble with cameras, they don't smell.
You like to take the smell home.
many can you put in a bag?
One of these bags.
That's 1.5 pounders.
Yep, 2 of them. Did your husband just order those?
I don't know whether he's picked his out or not.
Did he?
The Trenton Bridge going across to Bar Harbour. Same view when the tide is out. Mud flats.
Just cross
K-Way Campground,
Pennsylvania.
North Belafonte.
Away, Belafonte, Pennsylvania. We're away at 8:45.
Later, an hour later than yesterday.
On the 19th day of September, 1985.
And it's Thursday?
It's Thursday, and we're leaving a KOA campground in Belafonte, Pennsylvania.
Anyone going below 40 miles an hour?
That's right, you have to put your flashers on. This is the Allegheny River. Ohio welcomes you. Getting it?
Oh, the road's smoother, but it's pavement instead of cement, isn't it?
Boulevard and Sieberling Street. Akron was famous for the manufacture of tires.
Firestone is here too.
Yeah. So there's Goodyear. There's the Goodyear tire
That's probably the Firestone there. Is that the state trooper across there?
How about this one right here? But he can't, I don't think he can swim.
You mean he's on the other side of the canal?
That's right.
It's a good place for him to be. It's going to cost you $7.03 when he gets you.
I haven't got any money.
Oh, gosh. Maybe we'll get thrown out. Maybe you'll have to borrow it from me. Listen to those birds. What do you think they are? I've never heard birds like that before, have you? There seem to be a lot of people that have parked their rigs and left.
That's what I think too.
And the new Argosies.
I heard on the radio that this is the new Honda engine plant that's going to open. I think it's tomorrow. They're going to have the governor here and.
Maybe it's today. There's a visitor parking place.
That isn't.
It's a big plant, isn't it?
No, I heard that on
Oh, you
the
mean
news.
engines or
Engines.
cars?
No, engines, they said.
Where will they assemble the cars?
I don't know.
Oh, is that ever big? That's bigger than the Airstream factory by 10 times. What's in there, parking, or is that the entrance gate?
That's the entrance gate.
Downtown Cincinnati.
Cleveland and Wheeling, north, south. Where the hell do I want to go? 315 north?
But we had a good lobster, a red lobster last night. Amateur Trap Shooting Association.
Yeah, this is
Just a pretty nice clubhouse, isn't it?
the trap shooting place. See the different manufacturers representatives there. CCI, Peters, Remington, MEC, Federal. Those green boxes out there are the traps. That's aiming right over towards the Vandalia or the Dayton airport.
And in the foreground here is the camping area.
Yep, that's where they park their trailers and so on.
But Dayton is the lowest gas we've seen since we were in San Diego last year.
What did we pay in San?
Paid down to 98. St. Mary. I'll bet they expect this to be their last hot weekend of the summer. It's a bonus.
Look at St. Mary's Boat Club over there. That's an old timer. It's not as old as the one they just put in though. How many bays did you decide they have all together? Must be 12 on each side. 24? Several chassis mounts sitting in the compound. The truck just arrived with 3 more. Okay. Huh.
How'd you think you'd take it off?
I thought they'd pull it off. I didn't think it would run.
Okay, it's a brand new engine. Just needs a body.
I didn't know there was gas and oil in it.
And that's going to make a $100,000 motorhome.
That's right. duck his head or he can knock his head off.
Sure does. Maybe he's had a bump or two in his lifetime.
Sure, isn't that interesting?
Looks like he's done it before.
He's got to be a good driver to climb way up there.
Stalled out on him. It's kind of on an angle to get it going after you put gas.
No, it takes a while to pump the gas through it. Uh-oh, it's wheel spinning.
Stuck. No, his front wheels are stuck. Look at that. For heaven's sake. That's hard in the tires too, isn't it?
I think he's saying something right now. Now you're going to see him use the hydraulics to lower the front end of that one down so he can drive it off.
Well, hopefully the back end too.
There he goes to drive the last one off. It's taken him less than half an hour to unload 4 of them.
Little ones and big ones. There aren't too many people in the Terra Port today. The whole main street of Jackson Center. Who would ever have guessed when you left here 5 days ago that you'd be back?
Not by the blind man.
Look at all the good things you've got done, though. I think you have to go in, don't you? Not any more crowded than it was last week.
Where do we go? The people of Indiana welcome you. Robert D. Moore, Governor.
Is this your first trip to Fort Wayne?
Yes, ma'am. I've never been in Fort Wayne, Indiana before.
I suppose that's the Hyatt Hotel. City. It must have been 10 miles going through there, don't you think?
Yeah.
This rest area as we approach Des Moines, Iowa. South Dakota rest area. By the Corn Palace? There's going to be anybody there but us? Any sign of life? The Pine Ridge Indian Reservation? I think I just as soon do this tonight, Fred.
Do it when?
Tonight.
As tomorrow morning?
Well, they know that it's going to rain and freeze, and it might even snow. Crepe hanger.
Yeah, I think it's only it's early in September yet.
Yeah, it's almost early October. The plateau now.
3,000 feet.
I can't think that they heated that one of ours, but it sure felt warm. Well, they lured us in, didn't they?
Yeah, and they tell me that they have 200 employees in the summertime, and they have about 100 right now, but in the summertime they're mostly university students.
I think I stay on 16. What altitude are you at? What altitude are you at?
I'm at 5,000 feet. That says Mount Rushmore and Keystone.
Go slow, so in case your antenna hits. Well, that's what that tour guide told me, that there was one road you can't go on because there were so many tunnels.
And they had a bypass over that tunnel.
Is that right?
Sure, around it.
That tunnel's marked on the map.
Is it? Yeah, but heck, I'm not that high.
No, but that's why I was a little bit leery in the first place about whether... The main street of Black Hills, I guess.
Keystone.
Oh, Keystone, yeah. Still climbing.
You have to be a mountain climber to do that work.
I wonder how he chose the place. Was it the kind of rock he needed, or? What altitude are you at?
Just 5,100 feet right now, going up still.
What if he started working from the top of the mountain, hanging over?
Well, it sure takes some doing.
Each face is 60 feet long.
There you can get them now.
And 500 feet up in the air.
Well, that's worth seeing one.
Sure. Washington, Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, and Abe Lincoln. We started in 1927 and took 14 years to complete. Last week, a man was up there repairing cracks, and he looked like a fly on Washington's nose. What are you doing up your winter clothes?
We're going down a 10% grade now. The steepest grades they have in the Rockies are 6%.
The mile before this was 8%?
That's right.
No wonder you went up the mountain in low gear.
Went in second.
I love those slippery when wet signs too. Is there any squaw bread?
Right.
Is there any squaw bread to go with it?
I didn't see it, but I could have. They had buffalo burgers.
Fresh buffalo?
No, frozen.
I don't hear any noises.
Those are, oh yeah, they are buffs.
Sure, that's what they make the buffalo burgers out of.
We're up to 6,000 feet. We're just going over this crest of the hill, and then we're going to start descending to highway number 85.
For 4 miles.
Runaway truck ramp is coming up in 3/4 of a mile. Get all set, we'll hit that runaway.
Yeah, good ride before you went 3/4 of a mile.
Now you have to do some steering.
Yeah, at least. Several curves where you'd have been over the edge of the highway before you got to that one.
What's it say there? Runaway vehicles only.
We've just left the Black Hills National Park. Into road construction.
Boy, they even paved their detours down there.
It's kind of a nice KOA camp, even though it was next to the railroad track.
Yeah. September the 29th, at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're just leaving. What's the name of this town?
Medora?
Medora?
Medora.
Medora. M-E-D-O-R-A.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, and this is the place that Theodore Roosevelt as a national park.
The Badlands Saloon. I didn't think anybody'd be here on a snowy day.
Didn't have any vacuum cleaners this trip.
No.
Jean-Louis Leguer Park.
This is at Willow Bunch.
At Willow Bunch, Saskatchewan, on the 28th day of September.
29th, this Sunday.
29th, yeah. I just missed a day. I think this would be kind of fun if it could rain.
I bet it gets well used in the summertime too. So you got your lobster pot home?
Yep. Got my lobster pot. Now I need some lobsters to put in it.
You got your hats?
My who?
Your hats?
Oh, yes.
Your pelargonian?
Uh-huh.
Well, that sky looks encouraging if it's 6 above in Saskatoon. +6.
This is Buffalo Pond Lake. This is where Regina gets her drinking water. This is also the lake that Bobby Thompson and Norm Caswell crashed in.
They couldn't get off.
Yeah, it was rough.
The lake.